Happy Sunday. This is your style appetizer for the week. Well, I've been thinking. I've actually not been thinking so much as I have been minking, meaning fur and diamonds and pearls. Why am I saying that to you, even if it's fake fur? Because this whole concept of claiming your crown seems to kind of get lost in the middle of the shuffle of this, whatever's happening in the world and the context of difficulty people are experiencing. And then there's a place in which women often I've like been coming to understand, think, oh, well, that's not so important. I can't just like think about myself and my queendom. No, let me stop you right there. You do want to be claiming your crown. And I'm just going to put this on my head because I want to show you that when you do, that your neck and your shoulders and your face, and I know this is halfway out the picture, but we carry ourselves a different way. You know, you carry yourself. And isn't that an interesting expression to be speaking of when we talk about claiming your crown? You carry yourself with dignity and with grace. And it's interesting for us to remember that the carrying myself, my father used to say to me when I was like too loosey-goosey or slumpy, or I would bend over and my back wasn't straight and my shoulders weren't back and I wasn't holding my head, not chin too high, but level and elegant and graceful. He used to say, "Hotobegir," which means get a hold of yourself. But get a hold of yourself in Farsi, hotobegir, is equivalent to carry yourself with dignity. And the reason why I brought out my crown is because when you have a book or a crown or something above your head, on the crown of your head, we are always reminded that we need to balance. And that's really what I wanted to talk about today. There is a balance. Being a queen doesn't mean that you have to live in a castle. Your home is your castle. Whether it's a tiny little studio or whether it's a 10-bedroom house, it doesn't matter. Whether you have a huge wardrobe, whether you have a huge income or small income, it doesn't matter. Your home, your body, your vessel, the masterpiece that we all get to live in for one another. I get to live in mine, you get to live in yours. Those are our castles. You know, everyone says in yoga and the Eastern traditions that our vessel, our body is our castle, our temple. And I don't think that we bring that to the forefront enough on a daily basis. You know, what kind of food are you putting into your body? What are you drinking? Who is your lover? How are they treating you? Do they touch you tenderly? Do they adore you? Do you adore them? Because this temple needs care. This temple needs to be reminded of its divinity, of its regalness. And no one can do that for you. No one is going to come knocking on your door like the FedEx guy just did, loud, and say, "Hey, I have a package for you." No one. That's your responsibility. Jack Canfield always says and he's quoting somebody else also, but Jack always says to me, he says, we show people how to treat us. So if you love raspberries and someone keeps feeding you goji berries and you don't like goji berries, then you need to let that person know. But first and foremost, you have to know what you like. You have to know what gives you grace and what opens your heart up with gratitude. Where is your gratitude for yourself and everything that you are, everything that you stand for? So claiming your crown isn't just, oh, yes, I'm a queen. No, claiming your crown in my world is to be and acknowledge exactly the way life is and exactly the way life isn't, and to be with those pieces. Sometimes they're difficult, sometimes they're kind, sometimes they're frustrating, sometimes they're challenging. Being with it like a queen that reigns over her own domain, and finding in calmness and groundedness, not in reactivity, finding solutions to move forward so that everyone is better for the greater good, so that all of the choices you're making, sometimes they may be difficult, and sometimes not everyone is going to love it. And when you're grounded, knowing who you are, what you bring to the conversation with dignity and with intentionality and with joy, and it's when it's difficult, I always ask myself, what would love do? What would love do in this moment? Because divinity and regalness, I don't know, is there such a word as regality? No, regalness, queendom, the empress of everything that happens. I think it grows on the field of gratitude, the acknowledgement of all the beauty and all, sometimes, the blessings and the burdens in our lives. So go out, claim your crown. Let me know what your crown looks like. This is mine. This is my favorite. Have a beautiful Sunday. Enjoy this week. Go play in your closet. Put a crown on your head, walk up and down, put some great outfits on, take some amazing pictures, share them with your friends, share them with us. And I'll see you hopefully in person soon. There is so much love here for you. Mwah. See you next week.